Range fans, little bit of a different setting today. That's right, on the 100-yard line. You've seen something like this before. Key is something. You're going to want to hang out all the way until the end of the video because that chair force guy showed up with something equivalent. And we're going to put them right up next to one another to see what groups we can get down range and also across the chronograph. Hang in there. Back at the 100-yard line with the Uintah Precision. You saw a couple of videos back. I'll hang it up here in the corner, a tag up here in the corner for you all to find it, of the Uintah Precision 224. You guys know I'm ate up with 224 Valkyrie. Really going to get that thing to shoot, and then we're going to take it out to long range. And I'm talking 800,000 yards this summer. We're trying to break it in. But on the bench with me today is the big brother. 6.5 Creedmoor, 26-inch barrel, 1 8 twist, AR type setup. That's a bolt action. Little bit of a hybrid. You run it like you will a bolt action, but if you have any experience at all with the AR-15, that's the feel. So definitely a hybrid. Also on the bench with me today, DWSS 6.5 Creedmoor, 140 grain ELD match. These things are supposed to be cooking along at 2,750 feet per second. We're going to see how DWSS holds up. Dogwood is who they are, holds up across the chronograph. Do they make it to 2750? I don't know. Here's what I do know about DWSS. Small family shop, but years and years, over 60 years of experience between Mr. Doak, Mr. Bell, and Mr. Wickham in the gunsmithing and reloading industry, manufacturing firearms and also ammo. Comes in a pretty nice plastic case with the muzzle velocities here on the top of the box. Look at this, folks. What is this? This 6.5 Creedmoor Federal case with 140 grain ELD on top. And I happen to know that they're using super performance to load this ammo. We're going to see how it does across the chronograph on target. Check out Dogwood. I will put something down in the subject and description box down below on who DWSS is. I really thank them and appreciate them for sending out the ammo. By the way, no, they didn't send it to me for free. It is something I paid for, but they got it out to me right away. I told them I wanted to put it on video and see if they can hold up to the quality they say they have. Let's get to it, folks. Range fans, yes, we got the downrange camera set up right now. Got the chronograph out. Dogwood ammunition. Check them out. From Knobstop, Missouri, the home of Lake City. Ammunition manufacturing. All right, we got the downrange camera set up. I got my ears in. Listen, if you want to know a little bit about Uintah Precision or the specs, you can go back and view my 224. It's pretty much laid out the exact same way with the rails. One thing I absolutely love, made in this great nation, the US of A. I know we're going through some turmoil right now. Keep your head up. Stay positive. Wish it into well-being. Yes, we all can make it through these troubling times and will make it through these troubling times. But anyways, see the specs of Uintah Precision over at dayattherange.com or just check out their website. I mean, this thing is manufactured well. Call me a geek a little bit. I had it under the magnifying glass looking for machine marks. Not a machine mark anywhere, folks. And sitting on top, we've got the Arkin Gen 4 6-24 sitting on top in the Arkin rings, 30 millimeter rings. That's all I'm going to tell you because I really want to shoot this Dogwood ammunition. I've got 5 rounds loaded up. And we're going to put this thing across the chronograph and get the groups down on camera and see how I do today. By the way, I've got some other groups. Like I said, you're going to want to stay tuned I've got some other ammo here that I want to try to break this thing in with, see how it does. We've got some 130 grain A-tips. We've got some 140 grain ELD Miloads with H4350. And then also we have some 140 grain nozzlers loaded up with H4350. I want to chronograph these today. Don't know that I'm going to get them all on camera. But again, visit dayattherange.com if you want to see the speeds and feeds all laid out nicely in spreadsheet kind of format to kick it up just a tad notch. So it makes it easy for you to read. But that Chair Force guy came out with a 6.5 Creedmoor. I'm going to want to show you, and we're going to use Dogwood ammunition in that thing as well. So stay tuned to the end. 5 rounds. Woo! Guys, you know the deal. It wouldn't be right if the wind wasn't blowing with me out here. All right, here we go. Shooting off bags today. Dogwood ammunition. All right. Ooh, that one shot high. And 2594 on that one. You know what, folks? I'm not going to call each one of them out, but what I will do, again, show you the groups and the speeds and feeds in the video and over at dayattherange.com. Uh-oh. My fault. You got to run it like you mean it, big fella. Takes a little getting used to. All my fault, folks. I'm not editing it out either. Oh, yeah. And the readings are coming in. That's 4. And this is 5. Not bad, Dogwood, not bad. Hey, folks, let's change this setup. Since this is meant for more like a PRS tactical kind of situation, I'm shooting off bags. I'm gonna change and put the rest on the table. And we're gonna put some more 140 grain ELD Dogwoods downrange. Hang in there. Oh me, oh my. Guys, this arms race thing between me and DM, I will admit there's a little bit of a problem. It's a little bit ridiculous. Though I would say this rifle has very few rounds through it. We're trying to get it broken in so that this will be the one or one of the ones that we take out to 600, 800,000 yards this summer. We're doing that this summer. You're going to want to stay tuned. I'm promising you. We're going to get out there this summer, but we're at the 100-yard line. What you see in what I call money green, isn't she pretty? Money green MPA chassis. This thing is a beast. Nice weight. It's got the bubble level in the chassis itself and right at eye level. So easy to make that adjustment. What I most like about the bubble level is it's black. I'm not quite sure what they did. Maybe there's a bead or something in there amongst the oil, but it's black. Very, very easy to see. That's only half of it. This is a rimage built by moi. That's right, a rimage. This is a 700 Remington blueprinted action with a Savage nut and a Criterion barrel. So this thing is threaded. We put this together about a year ago. We put a few rounds through it. Shoots absolutely amazing. We're trying to get it broken in for that long distance, like I stated before. But this thing has a 3rd generation fat bastard. No, I'm not talking about myself, folks. 3rd generation fat bastard muzzle brake on it. And whoo, one thing I will say, you will see on camera here, very, very little recoil out of a 6.5 Creedmoor. And yes, we've shot it with the brake and without the brake. There is definitely a difference. And so, Fat Bastard, all kudos to you for such a wonderful muzzle brake. There are ways to tune this also with screws on top. We've adjusted a little bit, but got it to a point where this thing is shooting one hole 5-shot groups. One hole at 100 yards, so we've left it. What else should I tell you about it? I don't know. Visit dayattherange.com. Oh yeah, that's right, ATAC, I can't forget that. ATAC, Night Force, 5 to 25 scope sitting on top, folks. This is one heck of a rig. And Dogwood, we're gonna use your ammunition across the chronograph. You saw what the 26-inch barrel did out of the Uintah Precision 6.5 Creedmoor. This is a 24-incher. We're gonna see how much difference 1 inch makes with the same Dogwood ammunition, and also see how 5 rounds print on target. Let's get after it. Enough chit chat. Let me get my ears in here. Oh, this Air Force guy, I tell you what, folks, he is, you know, a wonderful human being. Very competitive, like myself, especially when it comes to shooting. Like a brother to me. But on top of it, he won't let me win at anything. Let's see how this thing shoot, folks. Ooh-wee. Come on, let's get after it. Let's get this thing sighted in. You know what? We're gonna use the old ransom and we're gonna adjust the windage. Oh, all new. I just thought about this. I don't know how I forgot. This is all new setup. Ransom rest front, ransom rest rear, MPA chassis, rimage build by Mr. Revolver Guy himself. This is all new, first time. You've seen it here on Day at the Range. Let's put these 5 shots down. I know I'm chatting a lot, folks. I just got excited. We got this thing level. Let's see what she does. Yep, bubble level, dead center. Dogwood, here we go. All right. I don't know, folks. Did I miss target? Shot low in the black ring. That's why. That's okay. Here we go. I mean, this thing is just a pleasure with this muzzle brake. Ooh-wee. Oh man, I didn't even see if the chronograph was reading. It's reading. Oh no, I just talked to you guys about muzzling the rifle, and we ain't gonna do that. We got too much windage adjustment on these ransom rests to be muscling this thing. Ooh. And the 5th shot. Oh my flipping goodness. Did you see this thing? I couldn't be more. Wait, that is smoking. Oh, wow. Speechless, folks. You saw the groups down range. You saw them. MPA chassis, adjustable cheek weld. Very, very, very nice build, folks. Tell you what, we're gonna get the Uintah Precision back on the bench. We've got some 135 grain A-tip from Hornady. We're gonna put it down range and see how it shoots. See if it can match this old thing, the old Chair Force. Hang in there, folks. Man, you know what? There's 2 other folks in this video I want to give a shout out to That's Altus Shooting Solutions. If you're looking for an MPA chassis, folks, they got them in stock. You can't hardly find them, but they have them in stock. I believe they're out of Florida. You might want to check them out if you're looking for one, especially in that pretty money green. That's right. And also BH. He knows who he is. He and I spent about 2.5 hours on the phone last night. I just love having camaraderie with him. Just a wonderful guy. He's afraid of the camera, folks. I don't know what to tell you. He's just afraid of the camera. Maybe because he's just not his one day. Now we've got the Uintah Precision back on the bench. Just ain't fair. DM and his rifle shooting from this beautiful ransom rest setup. It ain't fair. I'm shooting from bags on this thing previously. We've got some 135 grain A-tips, my own load, that we're going to put across the chronograph on camera for groups. This time, just to see how this AR-10-like platform handles different magazines. I've got an IMI magazine in here that I use with my AR-10 in this setup, and we're going to see how it feeds and if it gives me any troubles. Let's get the chronograph set up, see what the groups look like downrange. All right, folks, the old chronograph is set up. We got 5 rounds in. We're going to see what we can do with the old A-tip and how they chronograph. Looks pretty straight. You know what, folks? I'm on the wrong target. I'm glad I looked at that camera downrange. Here we go. All right, here we go. A little bit low. I can't see the velocity, folks, but it did record. Feeds nice out of the old IMI. That's me. I mean, the whole thing moved on me, folks. Getting used to the setup. All right. Here we go. I might need to turn down the scope a little bit. The Mirage is pretty rough today. That's 3. That's 4. And we're going for number 5. Not too bad, but I'm going to have to tighten things up if I'm going to compete with that MPA chassis in the chair force. Hey, folks, this is the first rounds through the UPR10 Uintah Precision. As I get this thing broken in more and find out which rounds it likes, there's going to be something else on the PRS challenge. Giving you a little hint of what might be to come. Thanks, folks, for joining me. Join me for the speeds and feeds over at dayattherange.com for the 135 grain A-tips, the Dogwood 140 grain ELD matches. Signing out. Thanks for joining.